Top 5 Worst Gadgets of 2020. Despite everything that happened in 2020, there was a lot of new tech released. A lot of it good, some of it not so good. Today we're going to be counting down the 5 worst gadgets of 2020. Let's get started. Number 5. The PlayStation 5. Coming in at number 5 is PlayStation 5, more specifically the console's launch. The anticipation for the PS5 was incredibly high, which led to its launch being the biggest Sony had ever seen, selling 4.5 million consoles at launch. That sounds pretty good, but unfortunately, demand was higher than expected, and there were simply not enough consoles to meet that demand. This led customers being unable to find PS5 consoles anywhere and having to resort to private online sellers who marked up the price of the already expensive console to ridiculous heights, reaching as high as $1,000, double the retail price. The goal for any console release should be to get the product into the hands of customers so they can spend more money on games and services. This isn't to say that the PS5 is bad, but when consumers can't even get their hands on it, that's not a good sign. Next on the list at number 4, Facebook Portal. It's fair to say that the public's trust in Facebook as a company is not very high. For this reason, the idea of putting a Facebook device in your home that monitors your speech and has a camera built in may put people off. Facebook Portal is a smart display with the primary function of video calling via Facebook Messenger, as well as having Alexa functionality built in. Although Portal does support Zoom and WhatsApp, there's still the question of why people would choose this over their smartphone or laptop for video calling and conferencing. The inclusion of Alexa is a nice feature, but at a price point of $179.99 to $279.99, there are many other smart speaker options for a fraction of the price, such as the Amazon Echo. At number 3, Nubia Watch. The Nubia smartwatch cannot be faulted for its visual appeal. With its curved screen that extends down the band of the watch itself, it looks like something out of the future. Unfortunately, that might be the only redeeming quality about this clunky and underpowered smartwatch. In concept, the idea is interesting, but in practice, it falls flat. Text is difficult to read as it wraps around your wrist, and due to the size of the screen, the whole thing feels like a bulky downgrade to what we've come to expect out of smartwatches these days. Apps are poorly optimized and the software is buggy. Priced at $400, the Nubia Watch cannot compete with its competitors at the same price point, like the Apple Watch Series 6 or the Samsung Watch 3, both of which boast highly refined and optimized user experiences. Runner-up at number 2, Motorola Razr 2 2nd Gen. Back in 2004, the Moto Razr V3 was released and quickly became the quintessential flip phone and an icon of the 2000s. 16 years later, Motorola pulled the nostalgia card, hoping to replicate that magic in the smartphone market of 2020. Unfortunately, when the initial nostalgia wears off, there isn't much left to be desired. There's no doubt the technology is very cool. A flip phone with a full touchscreen is a pretty novel idea. However, when compared to its competitors like Apple and Samsung, the Razr Gen 2 specs come up short in almost all categories. Display quality, RAM, battery, even camera quality all leave more to be desired. The Razr Gen 2 is a fun blast from the past, but beyond its 2004 flip phone gimmick, it's just a mediocre phone. And the number 1 worst gadget of 2020, the Microsoft Duo. There's really nothing worse than a product that doesn't know what it is. The Microsoft Duo is stuck in limbo between smartphone and tablet. This folding phone/tablet hybrid looks sleek but runs poorly due to outdated software and lack of adequate memory to support both screens, causing the phone to lag regularly. This is most likely due to the number of delays the phone saw in production. There's no reason why anyone would actually need this phone beyond the dual screen gimmick. Smartphone screens are getting bigger while phones are simultaneously getting sleeker in design. The idea of this being a tablet substitute is out of the question because of the screen being divided in half by the hinge that allows the phone to close. At a price point of $1,050, there's no reason not to buy an iPad Pro or an iPhone Series X, which both costs approximately the same as the Duo. That's it for the worst gadgets of 2020. Did we miss any? Let us know in the comments below what you think the worst gadget of 2020 was. And remember to like and subscribe for more content.